Well, if you can hear me, I'm going to try and show you what's really, really bad about riding in Fremantle. And over the other side of the road there, right there, there's a red shared path or bike path that comes from one of the bridges. It's not a bad path. Bridge path is really narrow. I did that the other day. And you got this really shocking road, 3 lanes in each direction, gets lots of, this is like the main truck route in and out of the Port of Fremantle. And I've never actually crossed over this road. I've always gone down there to the beach and gone that way. And this morning on a whim, I rode down this street. And I won't explain why, but as you can see, there's big bike symbols on it. So, it looks like what you're supposed to do when you're coming from that direction is get across 6 lanes of trucks to get into this street. Now let's ride up. I've got to get better on my camera work. Let's ride up this street and have a look, because it's really very, very interesting. And it's a good connection through to the principal shared path up that way, so it's great. But what the hell is this? Seriously, what is this? Anyway, let's get on with that part. Well, as we can see, it's a nice, quiet, right, apart from the trucks back there, it's a nice, quiet little street. And on the road here, you can see all the way along, there's these very faded, slow symbols. Now when I first, oh, it's a nice building. What's that? It's a studio of some sort. Oh, okay. Yeah, really nice old buildings along here. It's a great little street. Yeah, sorry, there's these multicoloured things, and I don't know whether they've been put there by residents or whether that's an official thing, but it doesn't look like the kind of thing that main roads would do. Maybe the council did it. It's nice when you see couches out the front. It kind of says it's quiet enough that people can sit out there and have a cup of tea. Some friends around here that live in a similar street. It's a cul-de-sac. They close it off every week or so for, or they used to, for a, what do you call it? They put a sheet across the road and have movie night in the middle of the street. People just had all their couches on wheels and then wheel them out and have a cinema in the middle of the street. You know, 30 or 40 houses worth of people. They also have a community pizza oven. You know, all run those pizza ovens on a trailer. Anyway, as you can see, nice little street. Well, there's the railway line. The reason I was there is over on that side, there's some cafes that I've been visiting, having brekkie at. And this takes us up to, this must be North Fremantle. I guess it's North Fremantle train station. I'm not quite sure what they all are. And we'll just go across the tracks here and get on the principal shared path on the other side. If you can hear me over this howling flippin' wind. Jeez, it's been windy over here. Righto, we'll call it there for now. Now what I meant to say when I was doing this is like a precursor to the safe active streets or the bike boulevards. This is what you might call tactical urbanism or something along those lines. It looks to me almost like a slightly unofficial attempt at doing a bike boulevard before they became state government policy. Who knows? But one reason I thought these slow symbols on the road might not be that official is they're not just in white, they're in red and blue and all sorts of multicolours. It's kind of a rainbow. Unfortunately, you know, a lot of them are faded, but you know, it's a narrow street. It looks like a quiet street, and I guess people would just cruise down here naturally at under 30 kilometres an hour. You know, you can see even with the trees kind of growing up against the edges of the street, it provides a narrow aspect for drivers, so it's kind of naturally going to say to you, just drive slowly down here, even though it's straight. There's no chicanes, there's no speed humps or anything like that, but obviously that family felt completely comfortable walking down the middle of the street, almost the middle of the street, with a baby in a pram. And that says to me, well, either it's got shockingly bad footpaths or they feel quite safe doing so. So this section of the road I'm in at the moment is a cul-de-sac, which again makes it a kind of a natural bike boulevard to be on. This is so much better than being on the street across to the left. I'm really glad I found this. But again, with Perth signage and all the rest of it, I had to find this by accident. You know, I kind of used the force and found it. You know, if I'd relied on signs, etc., I never would have found this flipping thing. You know, it's the curse of the Perth bike paths, the really crap signage.